Well, the dust has finally settled, guys. It's been a roller coaster couple days, and we finally know what has happened. The Philadelphia 76ers have landed the first overall pick in the trades with the Boston Celtics, and we didn't give up everything. Thank God. There's been a lot of reports. Even last night, I didn't know what it was going to be. You had heard it was a 2021 pick. You heard it was going to be the Lakers pick, the Sacramento pick. I mean, what was it going to take to jump up 2 spots and to secure that number 1 pick to get Markelle Fultz? I was really worried, especially with BC at the helm. I didn't know what was going to be going on. I honestly thought he was going to mortgage the picks. And then last night I get an update saying that it was the Sacramento pick and it was the Lakers pick and the 3rd pick overall. So I was like, oh, man. That's what it took to get. I mean, I guess he's that great of a prospect. Was I willing to give up all that? No, I just want to clarify that. I really wanted to keep one of either the Lakers pick or the Sacramento pick. I wasn't willing to give up all 3 of them. That's why I had said trade Dario to keep one of them, but we were able to retain Dario, which I'm very ecstatic about. It was good to see that. So what the deals of the terms of the deal are is we're basically swapping picks this year. Now, if the Lakers pick falls between 2 and 5 next year, then the Celtics get it. If it falls either to the 1st, 6th, or below, we retain the pick, and then they get the Sacramento pick. So there's protections on the pick, on both picks. So great deal for Brian Colangelo. I'm happy that there's protections on these picks because I think it would have been a little too much to give up all those picks to move up to get Markelle Fultz, even though I think he's going to be a transcendent player. Even though he's probably not going to have to be here. I think he's in a great situation. You got Joel Embiid, you got Dario Saric, and you got Ben Simmons to help him out. So he really doesn't have to be the guy right away. Do I think he can be the guy? Absolutely. I mean, this guy's got touches of James Harden's game in him, a little Westbrook with the explosiveness. He can score on all 3 levels. He's good defensively. He can block shots. He's got a long wingspan at 6'10". He's super athletic. I mean, I think the best part of his game is driving to the cup and to be able to control his body and take contact. It's really good, and I think it's only going to get better with age. He's only 19, so he's got a really sweet touch from outside. He can score at all 3 levels, which I just said. He's got a nice jumper. I think that it could use a little work, but I mean, sky's the limit. This guy can drive to the cup. He can come off pick and rolls. He can play good defense. He can get into the passing lanes because he's got long arms. I mean, even in transition, I think if Ben doesn't work out at the point guard, that Markelle Fultz can take over these duties. I mean, this is great. We don't know how Ben's going to really turn out. Can he guard points or guards in the league? We don't know, but it doesn't matter now that we got Markelle Fultz. He can take over those defensive duties and even bring up the ball. Now, if that's the case and Ben can't play the point, I think he's going to transition to the 4, and then Dario is going to be kind of left out, and he'll be coming off the bench. I know Adrian has been saying this for a while, that he thinks Dario is best suited to come off the bench to be like a nice little scoring punch. Maybe that is. I still think Dario can be the starting 4. He's really working on his shot this offseason to really bring that three-pointer to become more efficient from the three-point line. But great deal. I'm glad we didn't mortgage the team to really get Markelle Fultz, even though I really wanted him. So hats off to Brian Colangelo. Thank you for not giving away everything that Sam Hinkie has done. This is all because of Sam Hinkie. Brian Colangelo is going to get all the credit for this, but all in all, it was Sam Hinkie. We were ridiculed. We were the bottom feeders of the NBA. Everybody mocked the Sixers, and now look at us. What are they going to be saying when we could potentially, if everything goes right, we could be the beast of the East again, guys. If everything turns out, if Joel can stay healthy, if Ben turns into the player that he's supposed to be, and if Markelle Fultz turns into the player that he's supposed to be. It's great. I really like it. Also, though, if you look at the Celtics fans are pissed. I mean, I think they're going to riot. It's going to be another riot like the Boston Tea Party was way back when. I mean, these guys are pissed. They wanted Markelle Fultz. They didn't want to trade away the number 1 pick. I mean, I don't know if it's that bad for the Celtics, because I don't think they wanted Markelle Fultz. I really think they were posturing the whole time. I was saying this to Adrian. I think they wanted Josh Jackson the whole time, and I think they would have taken him at 1 if it wasn't for the interest of the Sixers and the Lakers. I don't think the Sixers would have moved up if they knew the Lakers weren't going to take Fultz, because I knew they were in love with Fultz too. So why not see what other teams were willing to give up? Why not add more assets? So I think it was a good move on Danny Ainge's part to do that, even though they got the player they're still going to want. Now everything's going to screw Ainge up if the Lakers decide. This is all hinging on if the Lakers take Ball. I mean, that's not a guarantee. They could easily go Josh Jackson. So what do they do then? I think if that's the case, they're going to maybe take like a Jason Tatum. And if not, they're going to go trade for Jimmy Butler, because that's what this really speaks to. You collect as many assets as possible. You got 2 potentially top 5 picks in next year's draft, so you give up that. I know they really want to hang on to Jay Crowder. He could be involved in the deal too to get Jimmy Butler, but they're fine. They've got a ton of picks. They're just collecting on assets. The fans are calling for Ainge's head, but thank you. I don't think they wanted Markelle Fultz ever, and that's fine. I'm glad we got him. We still retain some of our picks that Sam Hinkie got over the years. I mean, reporters, everybody was ragging on us, 10-win team. What are these guys doing? This is what you have to do in order to build a franchise and get out of mediocrity. You can't just... You have to build through the draft. It's not just by signing big-time free agents. Every team has done it. OKC has done it. Off the top of my head, Golden State Warriors have done it. You just build through the draft. That's what you have to do, and you have to go through a lot of losing seasons to do it. Did we do it above and beyond? Yeah, but who cares? We got assets. We got the players that we wanted, and that's all because of Sam Hinkie. And I really hope this doesn't get overshadowed, which it's going to, and it's going to go all to Brian Colangelo. But I'm glad everything turned out to be. Markelle Fultz is going to be a Philadelphia 76ers, and it's going to be an exciting time, guys. It's no more of this mediocrity, being bottom feeders, being ridiculed. We are back to playing great Sixers basketball. It's going to be popping down at the Wells Fargo Center. I can't wait for the season to start. And thank you. Thank you, Brian Colangelo. So, here we go. Let's go Sixers.